couldn't really accept that or understand it. And then all of a sudden I was numb. I never understood what it was to physically feel numb. But that day I was like,
Come closer, cause this tea is sizzling hot. Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons are officially done, and the breakup is way messier than anyone thought. Word is, Gotti didn't just walk away, he played her dirty first. Rumors are flying that he was out here cheating before ending things, leaving Angela blindsided and brokenhearted. She's now speaking out, and the things she's accusing him of will have your jaw on the floor. Did he really gaslight and manipulate her the whole time, just like she's claiming? Angela's emotions are raw right now, and you can feel the pain in her words. Fans are rallying around her, saying she deserves way better than this kind of betrayal. Some are even calling Gotti out for pretending to be the perfect man in public while running game in private. And let's be real, Hollywood must have some kind of curse this year because everybody and their mama is splitting up. It feels like every other day another couple is crashing and burning. What is going on? Is it the stress of the holidays? Or are people just done pretending to be happy for the cameras? Either way, Angela and Gotti are the newest names added to this never-ending list of breakups in 2023, and fans can't stop talking about it. This drama has folks completely shook. Looks like Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons' so-called fairy tale has slammed straight into a wall. Neither of them has gone public yet with an official breakup statement, but word on the streets is loud and clear. Their relationship is over, and here's where it gets messy. Insiders are whispering that Gotti is the one who pulled the plug, and the wildest part? He allegedly circled right back to his ex after dumping Angela. Can you believe that? This whole situation is shocking because Gotti spent 7 years chasing Angela, just to finally land her, only to end up knee-deep in a cheating scandal. He had been obsessed for the longest time, but in 2015 he made his big move and decided to shout his feelings from the rooftops. That's when he dropped his smash hit It Goes Down in the DM. And he wasn't shy about letting the whole world know who he had his eye on. In those lyrics, he spelled it out clear as day. I just followed Angela Simmons, boy, I got a crush on Angela Simmons. Gotti really said, forget being private, I'm telling the world I want her. And people were eating it up.
Angela Simmons for over 5 years, and then cheated on her, dumped her, and then now she is broke and damn near about to be evicted? I'm confused.
Fans went crazy wondering if Angela was gonna respond or if this could actually turn into something real. But Angela, she played it cool, keeping everything low-key. At first, she didn't even acknowledge the track, leaving people speculating if maybe, just maybe, they were secretly linking up. Eventually, though, she shut it all down, making it clear that while she was flattered, there was no romance between them. Fans weren't buying Angela's denials for long, especially once it slipped out that she and Gotti were having private convos behind the scenes. Things got even spicier when she invited him to the launch party for her brand FFI, and boom, cameras caught the two of them side by side. That photo alone had the rumor mill spinning like crazy. Still, Angela was quick to pour cold water on the chatter, saying his presence didn't mean they were headed for romance. Not long after, Gotti himself admitted the truth. Angela just wasn't feeling him the way he wanted, despite the flowers, gifts, and all his over-the-top gestures. Fans actually started to feel sorry for him because he was clearly head over heels. But here's the twist. Gotti wasn't exactly riding solo during all this. In a jaw-dropping interview, he confessed that he dropped a whopping $100,000 on one of his baby mamas for Valentine's Day. $100,000? That had everybody clutching their pearls. Now, he didn't flat out confirm they were back together, but who spends that kind of money on someone if it's not serious? People quickly connected the dots, speculating that Angela probably knew about this side situation, which might explain why she kept her distance. And honestly, that theory didn't sound too far off. But just when everyone thought they had the storyline figured out, Angela flipped the script big time. Out of nowhere, she announced she was engaged, and nobody even knew she had a man. That bombshell alone was shocking, but then she hit the world with a double punch. She was also expecting her first child with her fiancé. Fans went into meltdown, and you can only imagine how Gotti felt. He was clearly hurt, and he let it out the only way he knew how, in his track, Save It For Me, where he practically begged, pass my number to Angela. Thought I had a dude cuffed her, married, and made me mad. I respected a moving number. The truth is, I want her bad. Her, my baby mama, was pissed. I ain't heard the last from her. Can you believe Gotti actually rapped that? He was salty about Angela moving on, all while admitting he was still tangled up with his baby mama. That's messy on a whole other level. Talk about mixed signals. But then the spotlight shifted to Angela's fiancé and fans did their homework. What they uncovered wasn't pretty. Dude had a rap sheet longer than a CVS receipt. Substance charges, DV allegations, the works. Huge red flags. But Angela stood 10 toes down for her man, swearing he had turned over a new leaf. She told the world his past was just that, the past. Still, whispers of him stepping out on her swirled everywhere, yet she defended him like a ride or die. Fast forward to 2017 and boom, Angela announced the engagement was off. You'd think this would finally be Gotti's big moment, right? After 5 years of chasing, this should have been his chance to slide in. But nope, Angela kept him at arm's length and instead started popping up with other men. Remember that blink and you miss it fling with basketball star Serge Ibaka? That barely lasted, but still, Angela wasn't looking Gotti's way. Then in 2020, she started dating boxer Daniel Jacobs, proving once again her type seemed to be anybody but Gotti. Fans were side-eyeing the whole thing, like, how long was he gonna keep this marathon chase going? 5 years of pursuing someone. That's longer than it takes to finish a whole college degree. It finally looked like Gotti got the memo. Angela wasn't checking for him, so he moved on and started dating a woman named Yaya Sandoval. For a minute, it seemed like his long obsession with Angela had come to an end. Yaya even went public on Instagram, posting up with Gotti on New Year's. When a nosy follower commented, "I thought he had a crush on Angela," Yaya clapped back with, "Not no more." Bold move, right? But here's the kicker. Yaya might have celebrated a little too early. Just weeks into the new year, Gotti allegedly ended things with her. And the timing was suspicious because it happened right around the same time Angela broke up with Daniel Jacobs. Coincidence? Or calculated timing? Either way, after 7 long years of cat and mouse, Angela finally gave Gotti a real shot. At first, it looked like a fairy tale. Romantic getaways, matching fits, and cozy couple photos flooding their New Year's 2023 posts. Fans were shook because the two of them went from 0 to 100 overnight. Angela even started dropping hints that she was open to walking down the aisle again. She gushed in one interview, "I mean, I love him, I'm happy, I'm in a great relationship, so yeah, I'm happy, like I'm cool. Like I learned in life just to go with the pace of where you at. Like I just don't think anything, you don't have to rush anything. When things are meant to happen, they happen." She even went as far as to call him her inspiration. Angela couldn't stop gushing over Gotti, calling him one of my biggest inspirations. She bragged about how they just clicked, how he was a hustler, and how watching him pushed her to level up. She even said, "He inspires me to do better and be better." I'm really happy with him. I think he's a great person, so from the outside looking in, their love life looked picture perfect, like they were floating on cloud 9. That's why fans nearly fell out when the breakup bomb dropped. Not only did they split, but whispers started flying that Gotti may have been cheating. Gossip of the city spilled some hot tea saying either Gotti or Angela broke up or she's being cheated on because he was spotted with his nurse boo in Vegas last week at the Aria Hotel. Can you imagine? Vegas, another woman, and Gotti supposedly still locked in with Angela? That's a scandal waiting to happen. And here's where it gets even juicier. Some folks swear that this so-called nurse bae isn't new at all. The rumor mill claims she might actually be the same woman Gotti was cozying up with way back when he was chasing Angela in the first place. If that's true, then it looks like Gotti had a little side situation brewing long before Angela finally gave him the green light. Fans are now side-eyeing the whole romance, wondering if Angela was just a rebound while he was never really done with the other woman. Turns out the Vegas nurse drama might not even be the full story. The streets are buzzing, and fans have plenty to say. Some are convinced that Gotti only wanted Angela because she kept him waiting all those years, and once he finally got her, the fantasy died quick. One fan wrote, "I think Yo Gotti wanted Angela for years, but once he had her, the fantasy was gone. They never seemed compatible to me. Angela will be okay and move on to someone who truly loves her and not the image of her." Whew, harsh, but maybe true. Another person chimed in saying, they never looked happy together. Those men who start off charming, love bomb you, and chase like it's a game can't be trusted. They're usually narcissistic vampires. Folks really aren't holding back. And then you've got fans rooting for Angela to bounce back strong with comments like, she'll level up, do her Ciara prayer, and forget about him very soon. But not everyone was shocked. Some people said nothing about celebrity relationships surprises them anymore. One fan even suggested, I think it was just a challenge for him to date Angela after being turned down. Another added that Angela needs to take time for herself, saying, she just has to trust and wait on God to send her the right man. This situation is a whole mess, but I gotta ask, do you think Gotti really tried to embarrass Angela for rejecting him back in the day? Or did he just fall back into his old cheating habits and wreck everything? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out this next video.